Yes. So throughout the history, even the Alexander the Great, who wanted to conquer the world, and he goes to India and he see this the greater Alexander who owns the universe, and that is called, you can put the word, the real sage, who is just lying naked on the Ganges and naked, but uh, Alexander sent his soldiers, bring him to me, and they tell him, Alexander want you to be there. And the Diogenes says, I have stopped taking orders many years ago. They tell and report to the Alexander that he has no fear. And the soldiers tell him that if you don't come with us, don't follow the order, we'll cut your head. And the sage, Diogenes, he says, you can cut my head and it will be rolling on the ground, and you will watch it, and I will also watch it. And they thought he is a mad guy. They went back and tell him, Alexander himself, and he come himself, because this is called the state of fearlessness, not madness. It's a divine madness, a state of no fear, not the egotistic challenge, but a timelessness dimension. And Alexander himself, in his biography, writes that the only person impressed me is that state, which is the state of fearlessness. That's the warrior of the warriors, king of kings. Because in his life he died young, Alexander, and then he says to all the doctors, the people, that if anybody give me even 10 years, I'll give half the kingdom. And nobody could give even 10 days, not 10 hours. So because life is a mystery, life is infinite, infinite. When you go and probe deep into the life existence, you discover that you are not the body and mind. The body is in you. You are already eternity expressing through this meat and flesh, which is a small boundary. So the body is not in, the soul is not in you, the body is in you. That means your infinite consciousness. But out of ignorance, out of this so called bookish knowledge, you have identified wrong way. You're looking through wrong glasses of knowledge, which changes all the time. Is there a knowledge which is not relative knowledge, which is known and fear of unknown, but beyond the both known and unknown? And that is the eternal awareness, awareness of the aware of the awareness, moment to moment is timeless dimension. And either you can live it or you miss it. You cannot calculate and figure it out with the mind, as people are today trying to uh, capture the eternity through techniques, through methods, through doing, through methods, effort, that like it take 10 years to become engineer or computer scientist. No, it does not take even 10 hours, even 10 minutes to be who you really are, but because it is beyond becoming, beyond being, is already was, it already is, it always will be. And that's what, once you become that infinite consciousness, like the sage diagnosis, then you are already is. You, not human effort can lead you there, but it's some already is. That's why the word who, man, being, being. But somehow we have reduced ourselves into the illusion of uh, overthinking, and accumulate some coins thinking that that is our security day tool. And those people like Alexandra who conquered more. Do you know that when the more and more is reached, then a bigger more and more comes. That's how the function of the thought and desire. One desire, one dream fulfilled, it simultaneously give birth to 10. For example, like caterpillar, it catch one leaf, it jump before it catch the other. So the thinking is that, like that worm, like caterpillar, before it create the future of it, it don't let go of the past. But the space between the two thought is the infinite. It's afraid of infinite. It's afraid because it has to die, it has to go. So we are only stuck into the illusion of thinking. Thinking means moving. Moving is nothing wrong, but as long as the thinking in its right place. But when we become the thinker and only thinker and nothing but the thinker, then it create headache, create headache, and then it cannot. Then people falsify through fake things of sex, drug, rock and roll, just to forgetful. It comes back again with interest. So the life is here and now. It's not in the future or past. Out of fear, it perpetuates future and past. So a new way of living, which is way beyond time, but timeless, living through the time. Then it is a different dimension, and then you, in real sense, become human being, and that human being, even uh, the limitation of science, and that will tell that uh, a, you can say more spiritual or more holistic, more total, more real human being, then human being will discover that there is nothing beyond that being, because there is nothing beyond when the ego or when the mind is dead. There is no astrology for dead body, because it does not bother when they will get married, when they will all the time. Worry. Life, money. So this good as a tool, money and power, but not as a, like money good as a servant, bad as a master. The same way, this uh, so-called human effort is very good, but today everywhere you go is the this cell phone all the time pinching. Why? Because actually the life is miserable, is all the time struggling. Have you stopped and watched that even the birds, cats, dogs living far better life, far enjoying much more. And even the plants, even the rose flower, even the garden, they are living fully fulfilled here and now. So it's only examining. Examine means a scientific mind is the real who penetrate through belief system. You don't believe in God, you live it. And then all questions are finished because the very answer in the very living, the very question itself. Then you don't look for peace. The paradise, the peace will be on earth and here and now.
Did you end the
Yes.